Hey everybody, and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Down here in Tucumcari, New Mexico. Waiting to pick up a load, or going to pick up a load. Got a quad track tractor we need to take up to Utah. Sitting here waiting on the train. I want to welcome you guys to a new thing that I want to do here in the channel, and that is we are going to be doing theme days for the month of March and possibly going forward. And right now you are in train, truck, or track Tuesday or Thursday. So what that is pretty straightforward. We're either going to play games that deal with trucks, American Truck Simulator, trains, more on that later, or tracks, racing games. So Dirt 2 Rally, Dirt Rally 2, that would fall under the tracks category, even though it's not a track. Basically anything that would involve racing. Got a few racing things that we want to get to. Want to get back to doing. There we go. We've got our interesting quad track. I've never seen that one before. Got our LoneStar with one of the moon paint schemes. I really like this paint scheme. Metallic flake blue. Head on out. We got quite a load, quite a trip to go. Thought it'd be mighty interesting because, oh, look at that. Because we've got some windy roads, I think, once we get up there into Utah. We're going to have to manage. Kind of a heavy load. Check it and see where we come in at. Just 55,000 pounds, nothing too terrible big. Definitely had bigger. But I'm really liking this International LoneStar. So I don't know about you guys, but I am really looking forward to the next DLC. Is it Idaho? Is that right? As of the recording of this video, they have not announced a release date, but I am thinking it's going to be sometime here in March. I don't know exactly when they released Washington. I've got to think that was sometime around March 2019, maybe? I don't really remember 100% sure, but I got a feeling it was around that general time frame. We haven't been in New Mexico for quite a while. I've been messing around in the great Northwest. Then going down to Utah. We're doing some multiplayer, Truckers MP. And well, we found our way down here into New Mexico. I really forgot how New Mexico looked. It's been a while since I've been in Truck sim. I kind of forgot what truck sim looked like, and man, every time I come back in here, I am absolutely amazed at how things look. Absolutely stellar. This is a World of Trucks contract, so we are going to be limited to just 65 miles an hour, so it's going to take us a little bit of time to get there. What we'll probably do is bring you the highlights of the trip. "75 miles an hour, we can only do 65. Truck went, but okay. We'll move back over here. So yeah, the idea of March is going to be theme-based. So Monday, we're going to do Mystery Game Monday. Every Monday, we're going to bring out a mystery game. Won't know what we're going to play until we are playing it. Probably be a new game that we haven't played before in the channel. Might bring back other games from previous Mystery Mondays, depending on how well we do. If we are enjoying ourselves. Tuesdays and Thursdays, as I said, they're going to be truck, train, or track. Truck, pretty sure it's going to be American Truck Sim. Track could be any number of racing titles, depending on the day, depending on the mood, what we are into. You want to be careful, we don't want to roll this thing. Now the train aspect, that is something new, and we'll probably bring that out on Thursday. That is Train Simulator 2020. I've actually had Train Simulator for about 4 years. I think I had originally owned Train Simulator 2016, and up until probably about the middle of February, I only ever really put maybe about 17 minutes into Train Sim 2016. But Train Sim is an interesting game in that once you own it, you will get the annual upgrade basically for free. So my Train Sim 2016 became 2017, became 2018, became 2019, and probably know the trend, right? Well, what you don't get is you don't get some of the bonuses that come with each update. But Humble Bundle was doing a bundle in February of Train Sim 2020, and they had a lot of cool DLCs that really struck my interest. So I went ahead and flipped them a $12 donation. That was for the full set of the bundle. And we're going to be bringing Train Sim into the channel probably definitely in March. And the first video will be coming this Thursday. So it's an interesting change of pace, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Wednesday, we are going to do World Domination Wednesday. What does that mean? World Domination Wednesday is going to be games that deal with dominating the world. So kind of games where you manage something. You manage a town, you manage a city, you manage a world. So that could be something like City Skylines. It could be something like Transport Fever 2. Could be any number of city building type games, world building type games, strategy games to some degree. That ought to be interesting to bring into the channel. We're still going to be doing Farm Sim. We're still going to be doing Farm Sim Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as best we can. And the plan is to still be doing Farm Sim live streams. But we're going to try to bring some other stuff into the channel. In January, we did a whole lot of Transport Fever 2. In February, we did a whole lot of Dirt Rally 2. I thought March, let's bring kind of a mix of things on various theme days. And, well, let's see what sticks, right? We're going to use Mystery Monday to kind of sample some things. Try some games out. Maybe games that don't have a really long livelihood or a whole lot of replay value, or just general have a fairly short playthrough time frame. We're going to mix it up on Tuesdays and Thursdays with transportation themed stuff. And Wednesday, well, another game that I have that might probably will show up on Wednesdays at some point is Anno 1800. I wanted to get back into that, so Wednesdays could be Anno 1800, could be City Skylines, could be Transport Fever 2, could be some other things that I have picked up over the months and not told you guys about. Hard to say. I think what we'll do here is kind of put the video down and come back with you once we have moved on with the trip, because we've got 567 miles to go heading into Albuquerque, and then we need to hang ourselves a right. Go ahead and get over there. I have to say, the morning and evening transitions in lighting is just, in my opinion, just absolutely amazing in this game. To be driving towards the west and have the sun in your eyes and almost feel like you've got to, you've got to squint a little bit. Maybe look like reach around and look for some sunglasses due to the light source. Light rays coming through the windshield. Glare is stimulated. Absolutely stunning. Like I said, just the day-night transitions. As we are now moving into the evening hours. Headlights intensity is picking up. Really, really great. we've got just under 200 miles to go. Thought I'd bring you guys back. As you saw in kind of the flip segment, we have entered Utah. Of course. To pull over for a weigh inspection. So we're coming up 89. I rerouted the course to come up 89 just because I hadn't been up this stretch of road. Wanted to use this opportunity to uncover some more interstate or some more highway. Traffic coming. Oh, of course, we've got a huge line of cars now. Get it down, hammer down, hammer down. So it's like we're in this transitional period of kind of desert to a more lush green. Maybe as we go further up into Utah, we'll get more lush. I'm hoping this road isn't a big climb. We don't have 200 miles of hill. That would put a pretty big damper on our trip. So far it's been pretty uneventful. I wonder what that is. Sort of cave. These rocks definitely have a different look to them now. Logs cut over there. I wonder where those are coming from. We don't have any big trees in the area. Feels like we're definitely still climbing, but must not be that deep of a grade. Able to get up some pretty good speed here. I have to think we're leveling off. So I'm curious, what states are you guys most eager to see in ATS? I, for one, being an East Coast guy, love to see them make their way across the East Coast, across to the East Coast, but I fear it's going to be many years before they make it this far. Fair bit of states to get to, between here and there. Now, the further east you go, the smaller the states in general. I'm wondering if they'll get to a point where they'll start bundling states. Like, for example, I don't know, Minnesota and I don't know my states out that far. As we get closer, if they would start doing like Indiana and let's say whatever is next to Indiana, I really don't know those states. Yeah, if we would get like Virginia and West Virginia as a bundle of Virginias, if you will, North and South Carolina, the Carolinas, Georgia and Alabama, maybe throw in Georgia, Alabama, Florida, and Louisiana as the Deep South. That would be interesting. I think that's maybe the only way they're going to get all 50 states or all 48 continuous states, you know, with any reasonable time frame. The little town that we went through, I think that's about halfway up 89 here. We get to our destination. And to get a bit more green. Yummy restaurant. Wonder what that is a spoof on. Yummy restaurant. Good Eats? Is that a restaurant? Good Eats? I mean, there's tons of chains out there that I don't know anything about because they're not, you know, they're not out east. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I can see where folks would careful these corners. Folks would get ATS just to drive around for the scenery. Little pockets of Americana as you drive around. .40-mile-per-hour turn. Kind of a cutback. This long trailer. I want to cut it too short. Same with this one, we don't want to cut it too short. I think we can kind of swing out there a little bit. That is where we're going. And I hope we don't have any more of those diverging diamonds. First time I ever heard of that was with this Utah DLC. Still don't get it. Still don't get it. I hear people telling that supposedly it helps with collisions and traffic points because it greatly reduces the number of points of intersection or crossover or whatever. But I don't get it. Nice little town. Interstate 70, that comes through Maryland. That's where I kind of grew up. Get on Interstate 70 all the time back there. A few more miles to our destination. I wouldn't say our final destination. $80 miles an hour. Wow. Didn't have a World of Trucks job. Be able to try to crank it up. What do you got? Like a cattle guard? There on the on-ramp? We've already discovered this town, but I don't think we've been around too much of it. Destination's coming up. Wonder what the next SCS event will be. Events are fun to do. Curious what the next one might be. What's going to be the next state after Idaho? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? All right, here we are. At our destination. Safe travels. This thing parked. Call ourselves done. Guys, thanks for coming out and watching. 880 miles. Excellent. 2,000 experience points. $56,000. So guys, once again, thank you for coming out and watching. And until next time, happy trucking.